of cycle update. I've been trying to warn you about rushing to FOMO into a bunch of garbage. CryptoTalk.fm. My name is Leister. I am your host. Sharing a brief update, two things happened that were shocking. One of these things was long overdue. One of these things is, I don't want to say long overdue because that's wrong in the second, but we needed a break. And I think people don't understand because there's a little bit of panic and freak out. Let me start with what was long overdue and get it out of the way because it won't take that long, but I'm going to give a shout out. He doesn't speak to me. He's hid me on his channel, so he didn't speak to me, but I'm going to give a shout out to Bleece Crypto. He cut a promo finally on Ben Armstrong. It took him damn long enough, and he still was doing a little bit of Chewbacca in there, which I didn't want to hear, but he cut a promo on Ben Armstrong that was long overdue, and I want to give kudos for him for finally waking up and seeing the truth that everybody was telling in this whole business of Cassie. I don't know what that is, but I'm not speaking about the Ben because it's not worth it, but I'm just giving shout out for Bleece for finally waking up and get his eyes. He didn't apologize for what he'd done. It is what it is. The other thing that happened, which I said that we needed a breather, we needed a break here, had to do with what's going on with cryptocurrency as Bitcoin crashes beneath the $80,000 mark and trending sharply downward as I record this. And of course, Ethereum's down, but not nearly as much because it didn't go on the run like it was supposed to. But Bitcoin is having a really rough time of it, folks. And if you're not following it, kudos to you. But if you're not following it, again, Bitcoin breached the 80,000 mark. Many people didn't think that was going to happen, but it was pretty strong in the breach. It was pretty significant, the breach. There's a lot of liquidation activity happening, contributing to the dumps that we're seeing all across the board. XRP got a brunt of it. Solana got a brunt of it. Solana was getting very close to breaching down beneath $100. Now, again, consider, I want to say Solana's peak was what, $500? And we're right back down in the Ethereum. I think it's low because I know it didn't get down past 1,000. So I want to say it was like 1,100 or something like that. And we're close. We're close to these numbers again like we had before when we had that major crypto crash. But notice, folks, Bitcoin is still up in the 70,000. So although it's trending sharply down, we're not anywhere close to the $12,000 Bitcoin that I'm really hoping we get back to. But I noticed a lot of people on CoinMarketCap's community who keep claiming that Donald Trump's tariffs are directly to blame for killing the business and crashing the market. Is it fair to say that the tariffs have caused some scary sentiment and caused some people to sell out? Absolutely. But we need to be honest here. We got to be honest here. Look at the amount, not just the dollars, but the percent. Look at the amount of decline and compare across cryptocurrencies. Because if you look at the amount, look at the fact that Bitcoin is still above, as we record this, it's still above the 70,000 mark, and see what that tells you. It tells you that it's inflated. We know it's inflated. We know it's artificially pumped because none of the other things ran anywhere close other than BNB. And BNB has burn mechanics and other things that are contributing to its saving of its price tier, but Bitcoin is just grossly inflated. When you have something that's grossly inflated, pumped to the nth, it's due for a drop. It needed to happen. And so I was happy to see Bitcoin finally get some downward pressure, and I'm hoping it gets some more. And you might be thinking I'm crazy, but a lot of these people don't understand. I don't know why we refuse to have in our brains a welcoming mat out for any discounts, because that's what I think you should do is welcome discounts. I don't know why there's a freak out. Obviously, you're holding a bag, that's what it is, but you know that these are going to go back up again, so you can always DCA and balance your portfolio. And then, of course, you shouldn't be YOLOing into one project anyway. So if one has a tough time, what did it matter, right? The rest of them are fine. So I'm saying outside of cryptocurrency, when I say diverse, I'm talking across the board, not just crypto. If you've YOLOed into crypto, you're looking very pissed off right now, but you shouldn't YOLO into crypto, and that's why you shouldn't do it. You should diversify in different assets, including ones that are insulated from some of these disruptions, because I assure you, there's going to come a time when all of this is going to run up again. Because when it hits a bottom, it's going to bounce back, and it's going to bounce back strong, and it's going to be a shocking thing. And then some of those people are going to scurry off in the corner like rats and not come back and give my credit. But we know that Bitcoin in particular is going to go back up. We suspect Ethereum should, and we think Solana will. My only point, my bottom line for this whole business is I think this is great. Any opportunity to get discounts after all this running hot, inflated pricing, I think is a great thing, and I'm looking forward to buying in. I actually put an extended order out there For Ethereum, I'm hoping that it goes down. I don't know what the exact price tier is because it prices it in Bitcoin in Satoshis, which is annoying. But I'm waiting for Ethereum to, and I think it goes, I think it's like $1,400 or something. So if there's another super crash, then I'm buying into Ethereum because I know it's going to rebound strong. And then once the banks open back up again, then I'll consider tossing a little bit more in there because I do, I have Bitcoin sitting off the side, but I remain optimistic, regardless of the idiot Vitalik, the rug puller, but I remain optimistic that Ethereum should be having some rebound activity at some point here in the future. Maybe that's it won't be a total loss, but maybe I don't get the gains I expect, but I think it should. Meanwhile, Bitcoin, I'm telling you right now, it's going to double from where it's at. So if it does go down, that's a huge win if you get some Bitcoin and you stack as much as you can on its way down. Remember what I said. Buy on the red, sell on the green. You've been okey doked by a lot of these YouTubers telling you to buy off the pumps and buy off the green. And so it's gotten you to the point of taking a bunch of L's. And I'm trying to help you. Uncle Licer's trying to help you. Buy on the red, sell on the green, and stick with the strong projects. Stay away from the garbage, and you'll be fine. And everything is a long play. If you want to go short pumps, you want to roll the dice on the garbage, I can't tell you to do it cash.